What is the definition of lightning? It's defined as the occurrence of a bright flash and thunder because of a natural electrical discharge of very short duration and very high voltage. Similarly, I will define happiness as a bright flash or a series of specific hormones secreted in the brain. These hormones are oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin and endorphins. They give you the feeling of contentment and sense of well-being. This is the definition of happiness, and this is proved to happen while doing specific activities. And vice versa. If you are not happy, this is because you don't know the right actions that prove to bring happiness, or you are doing the inappropriate actions assuming that it will bring you happiness. This course is all about finding and applying tactics that are scientifically proved to bring happiness and catching anything else that leads us to misery. So let's begin. What is happiness and how to be happy? This is the eternal question. Do people become happier when spending a lot of money on specific unique things? Like the Wagyu Kobe beef, rib eye steak. One meal of tiny slice of the Kobe beef costs at least $160. Yes, it's rich in flavor, it's so good, and it's gone. In less than 10 minutes, it's gone. That's it, a transient pleasure and sense of indulgence, then it's gone. Another unique plate is pasta with flakes of white truffle. The truffle has wonderful aroma, but just after 1 minute of shaving the truffle on the top of the hot pasta, most of the smell is gone. So did your money. All you have after 1 minute or 10 minutes maximum is just ordinary pasta. Yes, you had a pleasure, but for very short time. One step further to more interesting results. A recent study asked 20 volunteers who like wine to taste different types of wine with different prices to define the best type of wine they like, and they did a magnetic resonance imaging for their brains while drinking. The trick was that they labeled the same wine with different prices tags. The volunteers said that they liked the more expensive wine more than the cheap one, although it was the same wine. Surprisingly, their brains registered as experiencing more pleasure from the same wine when labeled with the high price tag. These are all pleasures, not happiness. Pleasure is a state or feeling of being pleased or gratified sensually in most times, like by eating, buying new things, etc. Do you know anyone who kept the pleasure of any outstanding food or other pleasure for just 1 week after? No way. And did any pleasure diminish severe anxiety or depression for just 1 week after? Many people escape from anxiety or depression by eating, yes, but no one reported that eating or binge eating diminishes severe anxiety or depression for 1 week after. No way. No one reported that eating can treat or cure anxiety or depression. Vice versa. On the long run, it's proved that excessive eating or binge eating worsen the case. Pleasures fire a specific brain neurotransmitters. That's why you experience pleasant state. But by time the brain adapts to this level of neurotransmitters, so you have less amount of pleasure with the same intensity of the pleasurable activity. So you have to have more of the pleasure triggers to get the same amount of pleasure, which is addictive to some extent. This is why the pleasure of the best delicious food you love decline if you eat it each day, and the same happens with every pleasure you know. This is totally different from happiness. Happiness is defined as the experience of joy, contentment, or positive well-being, combined with the sense that one's life is good, meaningful, and worthwhile. You feel happy as a result of another activity, and the secret is that the more you do the happiness triggers, the more you will become happy, while the more you get gratified and pleased by any type of food, buying something, etc., the less your sensation of pleasure over time. This course is all about simple, proven ways and tactics to make you much happier. Please just follow and practice each of the next simple, scientifically proven steps, and you will be much happier, proven and guaranteed.